Good day, viewers all over the world. I'm Francis Chinedu by name, and you're watching Francis Power TV. In this channel, we hold 3 programs. The first one is prayer series. The second one is academic. For today is reason why intelligent students fail. You can't afford to miss this. Stay tuned. If you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe now and also on the notification button. You can also like our Facebook page, Francis Power TV. Here with me is Mr. Kende. Is a graduate with a first class degree holder. Now he's going to tell us more on reasons why intelligent students fail. Can we meet you, sir?
Good day, viewers. I am by name Ayodele Kende, a first class degree student and also a tutor in some secondary and tertiary institutions. Today, right here, I want to speak on the topic why intelligent students fail. Yeah, that topic is a very nice topic, but I believe we all need to know why intelligent students fail. There are a lot of points or keywords that are based on the reason why intelligent students fail, but the major ones, I'm going to speak on them today. The first one I believe should be the major reason why intelligent students fail is overconfidence. Overconfidence, just like its name implies, confidence over. Overconfidence is just like a process or the act of, or that internal feeling whereby a student have the belief that he can do everything on his own. And overconfidence was the reason why overconfidence kills students. And why does it make students that are intelligent to fail? The reason why overconfidence makes students fail is because when a student believes he can do everything on his own without relying on others in the class, a student cannot expect him or herself to know everything. I believe when a student knows something, he has to ask his classmates that this, can you assist me with this? Can you explain this to me? But if a student is overconfident in him or herself, it can cause them to fail. And during maybe assuming it is in the exam hall, and the students believe that I can do this on my own, I can do this on my own. If a student does not want to ask any one of his friends question during the exam or probably like a test, the students will believe that I can do this myself, I know this on my own, let me just do what I know there. Those kind of things are part of the things that can make an intelligent student to fail. And also another way overconfidence can also kill students is just like the process whereby if a student does not know something, instead of the student to ask, they will not ask. They will just say, I know this on myself, I know this myself, I know this, I can do this, I can do that. But that feeling of not wanting to ask others question is what is killing them and also can cause them to fail.
Honestly, sir, honestly, viewers, this is serious matter. Wow. Reason why intelligent students fail. Can you hear that from Mr. Kende? He said overconfidence. So that is true. Many students who are very intelligent, they will just come out with F9 with poor performance. Sometimes, I'll be wondering that why did this person have that kind of result? But now you're enlightening us that it can be caused through overconfidence. So some will enter the exam hall having this mindset that they know all. They will not even go through the instructions.
Instead of reading the instructions,
they won't. Go straight. They believe that I know the question.
I know it. And there are some of the instructions that are they are there to help the students to guide them and know more about it. But they believe that
they know everything.
They know it. So that process now is what always kills students about what? About exam process. And also, if we say we should use overconfidence in that aspect again, overconfidence, it can also make the students to lose friends that can help them later in the future. Because what? Nobody knows who is going to help them in the future. So if they use that overconfidence spirit in them to lose friends, it might also help them to lose what they're not supposed to lose. Because what? A student, I said it before, a student cannot know everything all at once. It is not possible. Everybody has their own field of specialty. They cannot know everything. Even if they don't know something, or even if they know, they have to ask. Because what? They always say someone that asks can never be misled.
Can never be misled. Sir, that makes me to remember when I was in secondary school, there was one guy in my class. The guy is so brilliant. And this guy have this overconfident spirit which you're talking about. During the exam hall, we were together in the hall. This guy did not have pencil to draw the animal cell that came out in that our exam that year.
Yeah.
He did not ask. He went to go and use pen. He don't want to ask anybody. He's too full of himself.
Too full of himself.
So when the result came out, he only had 60 something. This guy who scored 80, 90, in fact, sometimes 100 over 100. But then he had 65. He was not crying. The mother came to school. The father came to school. They said, but he drew this thing well. He labored it, but they asked him, this instruction says use pencil. You are using pen. That's overconfidence.
That overconfidence aspect now, it can also make them proud. Because that pride will be in them that I don't want to ask this person something. I want to have everything on my own. I want to know this. I want to know that. But that spirit is killing them.
It's really killing them.
It's really killing them because I've been saying it. They can't know everything. One person cannot know everything. They have to ask. Asking is what makes people more intelligent, even if the person is intelligent. But if the person has the spirit of asking, the person will be what they call super intelligent. And also, another point, or what I believe can also kill students. What I also believe can also kill students is, let me say something like private emotional problems. Private emotional problems. Everybody has secrets with them. They have what they are keeping in their mind that they don't want to tell other people. When I say private emotional problems, we all know what emotional problem is. Emotional problem can cause a lot of things to a person. And also, when it comes to students, especially a teenager, emotional problem can cause a lot of things to them. So when a student that is still in school, is preparing for exam, and is also having emotional problems, let me make the emotional problem in form of relationship stuff. Let's take a look like this. A student who is a female that is very, very intelligent. The female student is known everywhere in the school that this person is a very, very intelligent person. Now take a look at that type of student that has what? Maybe like the person just got to know a friend, and through that friend, she got to know a guy. Then the guy down what try to bring her into a relationship. Now imagine the two of them having a relationship. That type of student now will have a mind and focus. Everything will be splitted into two.
One on the studies,
one
and
on the relationship.
Wow.
That type of process now will want to make the students to lose focus in education aspect. Because if the guy that she's in a relationship with cause anything or make her feel bad or does anything to hurt her, her mind will not be in one place.
Never.
It will always be more of the mind. If let's say in 100% now, the 100% out of the 100%, 80 of it will be in that relationship process, and the remaining 20 will be on the studies. Now imagine a student that is having 20% on the studies, that is supposed to have more of the percentage on the studies, is now having 20%.
Wow.
How do you expect such a student
to fail?
How do you expect such a student that is having 20% of study to pass the exam? Let's look at that process very well. Okay, imagine a student now that just got to know a guy. That student, then let's say, okay, an exam is coming up, or they have a forthcoming exam. That type of student now has already gotten herself involved in relationship matters. And I believe they always say some things that students are to do this, that we should know who we are going to spend our life partner with. But as a teenager and also a secondary student, secondary students right now are not supposed to be engaging themselves in any relationship. Because I believe relationship stuffs are meant for an adult. It is not meant for teenager. Now imagine a teenager that is doing the work of an adult.
Sir, and teenagers they can as well break their heart.
They can break their heart.
Because one, they are not mature.
Yeah.
Now just imagine if the guy say, oh, I'm not more doing it again. The girl will be crying.
The girl will start feeling that depression. That depression will surely be in her.
She will not be able to read.
And she will not be able to read. She'll just open the textbook, just open the pages, and she will not even know what to read.
Imagine.
Her mind will be focused on that relationship. So say, why did this guy leave me? What have I done to this guy that he said this to me? Because what? If that student is having that type of thinking in her, education will be nothing to her.
Viewers all over the world, you can't miss this next week encounter. It's going to be corrosive.
Yeah.
This is Mr. Kenny. You can hear some point he has given to you. You can't see this anywhere. This is demystifying mysteries. This is true experience. He's a tutor, he's a teacher, and he's also a graduate with a first-class degree honor. Beloved, you can't miss this program next week. It's going to be the same time next week on this channel, Francis Power TV. If you have not subscribed, Kindly do that. He gave us 2 powerful points, and I believe he's still going to give us 1 more point. He said the first one is what, sir? The first one is
overconfidence.
Overconfidence. The second one is
private emotional
emotional problems. So you that you are watching me right now, if your children are engaging in such premarital sexual relationship, they are too small. Those teenagers, they are not advised to enter any relationship. Please, parents, guide your children well. Guide that intelligent child well, because if she starts having feelings for a guy, or if he starts having feelings for a lady, there will be a problem in his studies. There will be a problems in his studies. Sir, this is the reason why intelligent students, they don't read sometimes again.
Yes.
They'll start sending text instead of them to read. Text messages.
Everything that all the students are mostly teenagers now. What they all believe that? They believe that technology is the way to
It's the way. Instead of them to be reading their books, they'll be browsing text messages.
What they will tell the person or their guardian is that what they are reading online. And most of them, they are always focused on social media.
Imagine.
And that social media has a disadvantage it is doing to everybody. Because what? There are a lot of things that they are learning on that social media that they are not supposed to know. Imagine a teenager that is getting to know about relationship stuff that is meant for adults. Those kind of things are for adults, because an adult will have the way, or they will know the way that they can separate all their matters into. But a teenager right now are supposed to be faced and focused on education only. It is until when they get to the stage of an adult, that is when they can start having relationship issues. They cannot just say, fine, I want to start this on my own, I want to start this on my own. They have to overcome those stages. Because I believe we all know the stages of a human that we have. But teenager state is a stage that is made for education aspects.
All right. Wow, this is mind blowing. Wow, I'm already lost here with Mr. Kende. He's blowing off my head. I've not heard all these points before. Wow, this is unimaginable. Please, parents, I beg you. Please, I beg you. Watch your children very well. Watch your children very well. Sir, this pandemic has really exposed children to technology.
Yes.
So parents are not conversant with allowing their children, making them to use phones.
Everybody believes that.
And they'll be telling their parents, I'm doing assignment to my phone.
Yes, because
I'm joining the class, and which is a lie.
Yes.
They are talking to their boyfriend and girlfriend, to WhatsApp, to all those media stuff.
That is what teenagers are all about.
So please, parents, mind your views. Make sure your eyes is on your children to guide their studies, and God is going to help us in Jesus' name. Sir, enlighten us more. I'm very, very much interested.
If I want to say another point about that issue, I'm going to be saying a student or an intelligent student, just as the topic implies, not adhering to exam conduct.
Not adhering
to exam conduct.
Wow.
All exams, be it school exam or general exam, all exams have the conduct. That is what the rules and regulation that is guiding the exam. Now let's take a look at a student that is having a school exam, and they have been given the rules and regulation that no talking, no borrowing of this, no doing of this in the exam hall. Then the student that is very, very intelligent has the belief that I don't want to lose friends, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. Then a student that is relying on such an intelligent student now say, please, my friend, assist me with number 1B, assist me with number 1B. And it has been given to them in the exam conduct that no talking. It is you and your paper. Face what you are doing. Now such students now is being asked a question from his or her friend and say, please assist me with number 1B, assist me with this, assist me with that. Such students now will have to violate the conduct, the rule that they have been given. And if the teacher is such a person that is very, very strict and catches that student talking,
tear off the paper.
There are some teachers that are very, very strict that if they collect
the exam script,
they will just tear it off. And if they tear it off, such students now has already failed. You cannot expect a student that has his or her paper torn to still get the same mark. It is not possible. It is not possible. Or let's just say, okay, now the student has been given the exam paper and you've given them the conduct. They say, okay, these are the instructions you have to follow. Answer 5 questions out of 10. Then the student will say, I know this. I want to have the best mark. I want my teacher to like me. Then the student must say, okay, fine. Since they ask us to answer 5, if I answer 7, I'm very sure my teacher will give me more marks. More mark. The student is supposed to follow the instructions because the teacher, the tutor that gave them the exam has already know what he taught them, and he wants them. He has already calculated the way we mark it, and he has already know the points and the marks he will give them. Then such student is now going against the instruction that is given to them. So the student that's supposed to answer 5 is answering 7. Assuming it is a very, very strict teacher or tutor that is marking the exam, I'm very sure the teacher will cancel everything.
Cancel it.
Because what? There are some teachers, some tutors that are very, very strict. They don't like students doing what people call ITK.
Thank you, sir.
Some young teachers, they hate that attitude out of the students, because it means what? The student is trying to tell the teacher that I know more than you.
Oh.
I know more than you. And there are some teachers, especially strict teachers or a disciplinary, that is very, very what? They hate that attitude out of the student. They always believe that, I know what I taught you, I know this, I know that. Fine. This is the instruction I'm giving you, and you have to follow the instruction as long as I'm your teacher. Then the teacher and the student will say, okay, auntie, please, or master, mistress, I want to show you that I understand what you have been teaching me in class. That is the reason why I answered more than the question. But the student, as an intelligent student, I believe a student that are calling an intelligent is someone that is supposed to be a very, very smart student. Someone that's supposed to be able to read, understand, and the student is supposed to read and understand what the instruction says.
Yes, exactly.
5 questions out of 10. Then you are answering 7.
Showing your teacher that you know more than your teacher. That's a bad behavior.
But because what the students, like the student to believe that I'm trying to tell the teacher that I understand it. But the teacher will not see it like that.
Yes.
The teacher will see it as the way that what this student is trying to tell me that you know more than me.
So viewers all over the world, can you hear from Mr. Kenny? Not adhering to exam conduct. You might be intelligent, and the reason why you are having that failure, it might be this reason. You are not adhering to exam conduct. You are given the instruction to answer 3 out of 5. Oh, because you know everything, you are doing the 5.
Yes.
If I'm the one to mark your script, I'm going to tear the paper because you are not adhering to exam conduct. So parents that are watching me right now, please pass this information to your children. Make it an habit to them. Make it an habit to them. Yes. That they should always obey the instruction be given to them in the exam.
Because even at home, there are some students, they always believe that if my mom tell me this, I might not do it. But they always say charity begins at home. Then if a student that's supposed to answer 3 out of 5 questions is answering the whole 5 questions, it means that student is not always obeying what his or her parents tell them at home. Imagine. Because what? If a parent say, my child, do this, then the child went against what his or her parents said, it means what? The student is not respectful at home and is not what respectful in school also. Since they say charity begins at home. Charity begins at home. That is what you are doing at home is what you also do when you are not at home and when you are in school or any other places you find yourself. So please, students that we have now, try to adhere to exam conduct, because nowadays the exams we are doing are very, very strict exam.
Yes.
And people that are marking it, they are always believing that the student has to follow the conduct.
Yes.
They have to follow the instruction. They have to follow the rules and regulations that are laid down for them.
Wow. Viewers, I feel like not leaving Mr. Kenny right now because I'm already lost in this point. So please, viewers all over the world, kindly subscribe. Please share this video. Please share this video. Like our page on Facebook. Keep on sharing. Keep on sharing. Next week, we are going to continue. He have a lot to tell us. Don't hesitate to come next week. Shalom.